Welcome, everyone. Brian Burke, the editor of the Music and Sound Retailer magazine. We have a different interview for you today. It does involve a retailer, but it's not about retailing, and and it's not a manufacturer. So this is going to be cool. It's let's call it a cool human interest piece. I have Lynn Fuston and Bobby Dellarocco from Sweetwater. So, guys, first of all, thanks for joining me.
Hey,
Okay. So tell me about, I mean, we've all heard about the landing on Mars. I mean, that was just really a really cool story. I mean, we've had some things that have been not as cool in the last couple of years, let's say. That was really a good story. I mean, it's just like, wow. I mean, I don't know about other people, but I'm kind of a science fiction buff when it comes to outer space. Not with everything, but when it comes to outer space. And I can't get enough of those movies, those Ad Astra type things, and wondering what's beyond our Earth. So when you see something landing on Mars, that's pretty awesome. So I guess maybe you guys are buffs as well. But can you tell me about one thing that was going on there is, I think they were just trying to basically land more than focus on the audio. But now that they're there, the audio is really important, to find out what's going on there. So tell me about your background here, what you wanted to do, what you saw, and what you're doing to try to help improve that situation there.
well, initially I talked to my friends at DPA Microphones, and NASA had contacted them, and they've worked with NASA through the years to record liftoffs and things like that. So NASA contacted them and said, "Hey, we're thinking, we're going to Mars. We're taking a rover to Mars, thinking about putting a microphone on it."
Hmm.
And DPA said, "Sure, we've got exactly the thing." And they said, "Well, I mean, we don't have time to like design something from scratch." And they said, "Oh, the mics we make will be fine." And they're like, "Well, yeah, but it's outer space. It's going to be entry, all of this. It's going to be the Martian surface with very little atmosphere." And they said, yeah, it'll be fine." So the microphones from DPA were actually microphones that are off the shelf. So if you
Huh.
buy a DPA microphone from Sweetwater, it'll be the same as the microphones. It'll be the same diaphragm and the same element that is on Mars right now. And I thought that's an amazing story. So
Wow.
that's when it first came on my radar. So I've been watching it ever since they took off last July, I believe it was.
Okay. Okay. Great.
And then when
Okay.
they touched down, they started releasing audio files. And I've been listening to those with as much curiosity as I'm sure you've had to hear. I mean, the first time to hear sounds from another planet is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And we've all seen the videos, but the videos don't capture everything. It's just sort of like surveillance camera, and you can see things moving around. But it's like it would be great to be able to hear what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So I've been watching that.
Yeah. Okay. Bobby, anything you want to add about your background and your desire here, your fun, and why you want to get involved?
Well, I had always heard about this going on in like passing. It was until Lynn, I don't know what, probably 4 months ago, started bringing it up to me, and he asked if like I had personally heard any of the recordings, and it wasn't until I didn't realize that they were fully released until Lynn brought it to my radar. Then I started checking them out and found it to be absolutely fascinating from there. And then when he asked me to help him out with the overall denoising project, I got super excited and just wanted to dive in and make it sound like we were actually there without any of the artifacts.
Yeah. One of the things about this project is that, and one of the things I mentioned in the article is, as engineers, we deal with compromised audio all the time. I mean, it's very rare that you get audio that's as good as it can be and doesn't need help. The disadvantage for NASA is they couldn't put a microphone on Mars and see how it would work. They just had to put a microphone on the rover, send it up there, and said, we'll see what we can get. So when they got it back, they started listening to it and going, "Oh, this probably going to need some help." So they've been releasing all the audio files from Mars on their SoundCloud page. And so I've been following them and listening to all of those. And the idea came to me that NASA I mean, we can't put a microphone on Mars. Sweetwater can't put a microphone on Mars, but that's what they do. But when it comes to cleaning up audio and being professionals in audio, that's what we do. So when they uploaded the audio, my immediate thought was, this can sound a whole lot better than it does. And so we went into the studio and tried to clean it up and make it sound better. So
yeah. Yeah, well, the DPA product is fantastic, but the work that you're doing is tremendous. I mean, can I say it, Fuston? We don't have a problem. I don't know. Is that work? Okay, some humor there for everyone.
absolutely.
I want to make sure we keep these interviews lively. Okay.
Okay.
It's all right. Your name rhymes at Houston, so
Absolutely.
You know that had to be incorporated. I mean,
yeah, I've been using that for years.
It's no surprise.
People say, "How do you pronounce that?" It's like Houston.
Okay. Okay. And so, I wanted to know. So you've been cleaning all this up, the audio. So have you gotten the attention of NASA? I mean, have they reached out to you, and what have they said?
They have not reached out to us yet. There is a person who works there, long-haired NASA guy, and he tweeted, one of our SEs here, Daniel Vranick, tweeted something, and he has friends. He takes pictures of stars. He has friends at NASA. So he tweeted it, and the long-haired NASA guy retweeted it and said, man, this is cool. I mean, they're like using serious heavyweight professional audio tools to clean up our audio. So I'm still waiting for a call from NASA to say, hey, we've got more audio coming. Let's clean it all up. This is an amazing opportunity. I mean, it's not that often, as Bobby said, it's not that often that you get a chance to work on audio from 170 million miles away.
Yeah.
It's astounding. And from a historical perspective, this is a first. I mean, it's a huge, big deal. So when I heard it, I thought, it really needs to be as good as it can be. And that was the reason that we hopped in the studio and that I wrote the article.
Yeah, so, definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
I think we could, I get that sometimes people say that and, really doesn't mean it. But in this case, I think we could say it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Absolutely.
That's true. So, So what do you think by cleaning up, what do you think might be learned from it? I mean, I know it's hard to ask, but by having this stellar audio, I mean, I guess we don't know, but is there any idea what maybe NASA might be able to find out more than they would have?
I honestly had not thought about that. Somebody joked that when we got all the noise, that in the background we might hear Marvin the Martian carrying on. So
well, there you go. Well, you will find out if there's a ET, if there's a Martian life, right? I guess
exactly. Right. If you get rid of all the background noise, then you may be able to hear all those Martians carrying on in the background. Our goal really was to say, we're professionals. We do this for a living. We'd love to help. The tools have developed to the point. I started using software to take noise away probably 1998, a long time ago. And the tools back then were pretty primitive. You could do a lot with them, but nothing compared to what we can do now. And we've sort of joked here that the tools have advanced to the point that even a rocket scientist can use them. So.
Okay. Well, congratulations on everything. I appreciate it. One quick one. I'm gonna put you on the spot. It doesn't have anything to do with the audio, but you said 1998. I was just thinking of, I don't know, it was that year, but I was thinking of Total Recall with Mars. So I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah.
So will we one day have human life on Mars? What's your feeling on that? Well, if you had to say right now, will it ever happen?
Yes.
It's a tough yes. Okay.
Yes, and I hope they'll have good microphones.
Well, they better have the technology then to have a solid microphone, I hope. It's going to be a while.
Absolutely. No, I mean, if you look at the progress that we've made, I'm old enough that I remember, staying up till the middle of the night watching it on black and white TV.
Right.
to
Oh,
watch the
okay.
liftoffs and the landings and John Glenn, all of that. If you look at the progress that we've made, I think there's no doubt that someone will get there. I probably won't make it, but someone will be there.
Right, right. I agree with you. I think it will happen someday. There
Yeah.
might be some issues with the climate, but they might be able to work that out.
Well, Bobby's young enough; he could probably go.
He can. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go necessarily. I'm very happy seeing it from 170 million miles away.
Okay. All right, great. We'll leave it at that one. Thank you guys again. I thank Lynn and Bobby from Sweetwater, and congratulations on the work you're doing here. It's truly unique, and it's really cool that an MI retailer can be involved in what's going on in Mars and improving the audio there. So I mean that's tremendous. So it's
Great.
so it's great stuff, and thanks for the info.
We are happy to help, and if anybody else needs any help with denoising their audio, or cleaning up Zoom calls, or getting rid of the mask sound, that's what we're here for.
Okay.
We've got the tools for that. So,
Okay. Well,
Brian, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you.